Well, hello everyone, it's Liam Catterson here. It's time to get into more Brooklyn Nine-Nine as we are continuing the final season. It's episodes number 3 and episodes 4. So yeah, really solid start with the opener for season 8 last time. You know, there were a few shockwaves that were going around in terms of what's been happening for certain characters, especially since when these episodes dropped, a lot happened in the world, of course, with 2020, but yeah, for certain characters, big things have happened with Rosa leaving the 9-9, becoming a PI, but also, you know, still keeping in touch with the 9-9, so we haven't lost out on Rosa completely. And with Holt, of course, there was that situation that was revealed in episode 1 that we explored in episode 2, that him and Kevin, they're no longer together, although there might be a little bit of hope for a revival of that relationship, given, you know, events of the last episode. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what will happen in, you know, that department. But I'm looking forward to getting into these 2 episodes. So yeah, let's get into the first of 2 episodes today with episode number 3 of season 8 for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Let's go.
PD officer, it turned out to be a mouse wrapped in a nightmare.
Oh
So
no.
steak, get back to my car, take a big bite, and crunch. That's when I see it. A dead mouse.
Oh
A dead
no.
mouse that
Put you up
Franco Sullivan,
burritos
the
for
president
life.
of the Patrolmen's Union,
Doritos?
says was put there on purpose.
This was an act of political violence.
Oh,
I'm sure that most of our uniformed officers understand this incident is nonsense. It is, as Peralta would say, no big whoop.
Oh, I appreciate the shout out, sir, but I actually don't pronounce the H in whoop.
So all the uniformed officers
Emphasis
just
on the
left.
H
They're
there.
staging a walkout. Well,
what?
But Aquaman's trident has 5 prongs.
that's absurd. The prefix tri means 3. What this aquatic man carries is better termed a pentadent.
No, it's a trident. They call it that in the original theatrical release and the Snyder cut, so you're 100% wrong.
Yeah, but do they count?
Well, regardless,
Kidding.
Operation Trident has to unofficially with an investigator from outside the NYPD, a.k.a. Rosa Diaz.
It's a good idea, but she's not going to like being one of those little dinky side prongs.
That's a good point. I'll make hers the sharpest. Dismissed.
Well, that is Rosa. Sharp. Very sharp.
Prong? That's not fair!
You're not going to be sharp compared to Rosa, Jake.
Gives you a monodiagnosis.
We'll have proof that his notes are fake. Wow. I can't believe all those lazy childhood afternoons playing hide the yam finally paid off. You see you taking
with being tough. Thirdly, if I wasn't tough, would I be daring Amy to punch me in the stomach? Come on, Amy.
okay.
Give me a shot.
Fine, just so that we can move on.
Oh, yeah, your stomach is really angry today.
I'm fine. Now, if you'll excuse me.
They said they were happy to do it.
Huh. That's odd. I wouldn't be happy to give up 2 of my detectives unless...
Dear God. They said just their Hitchcock and Scully's.
Yeah. Oh my God.
even feeling fatigued? Yeah.
Oh, that's an absolute nightmare.
It's enormous.
Oh, well, can one testicle be larger than the other?
Well, yes, but it shouldn't be that
Oh
large.
And
shit.
also, concern is the shape
And the color.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
and the texture.
Oh no,
That is
Charles.
ice cold.
But there is something you can give me, something just as valuable as money. I
Oh.
want to see your tattoo.
That's just as valuable.
It is to Jake. He's offered a significant reward.
Wow, it is so ridiculous how much weight you've all given to my silly tattoo. Like it's some huge secret that I'll take to my grave.
I know
Well,
this
I
happens
want to
in yes
know.
men.
Again.
So, yeah, prong 1 pretty much broke immediately. I'm going to call HR, get ahead of that butt.
Uh-huh.
Here's where we stand. The blue flu continues. O'Sullivan and
He doesn't know what ass cheese sounds like.
Are you sure he should be working?
His doctor said there's nothing to worry about until we get the actual test results.
Yeah, but
back,
it's
and
just
Charles
the
said that work
shock,
is the only
isn't
thing
it?
keeping him from thinking about death.
Coats to keep me warm. In my grave.
Oh my God, Charles. I feel so
He's
bad.
not doing great.
7 days of overtime. Therefore, you'll be 1 week closer to retirement.
And 1 week closer to a couple's massage with your best friend on his sex bar.
Oh my goodness. This is just hell.
I'm scared that whatever's in my testicle has spread and that I'm gonna die. And then I'll never get to see Nikolaj grow up. And I won't know what kind of man he becomes.
Oh, Charles.
Also, my time with you will be... Because soon I won't be here anymore. Because I'll be dead and gone and you won't ever see me again. Jake, are you crying?
No!
I mean, it was a really, really touching monologue, wasn't it?
Surveillance footage of McCaffrey entering a pet store and buying a mouse an hour before he found it in his burrito.
Bing pot.
And now, my
Okay, Sullivan. There's McCaffrey. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
So you're calling me stupid?
That's not what I said.
You're calling me a liar?
I just don't know how
my
to talk to
God.
someone like you.
Someone like me?
OTT.
Wow. That's racist.
Oh.
Oh,
this is a
don't you
very
dare!
frustrating conversation. I'm impressed because of how tough I am, right? The toughest.
Yes.
Okay, first things first. You gotta get to that doctor's office.
What is that? I had the mic close to my chest, so I guess it must have picked up my stomach noises, but I'm sure it stops eventually.
Numbers are through the roof.
Oh, poor, simple Amy.
Oh,
it's like
no.
You never had to mess with a medical device in order to trick your life insurance agent. Watch and learn.
They're just using a massage chairs to jiggle the pedometers?
Big brain energy from the Hitchcock and Scully's.
I'm smiling because you know me so well.
Yeah, we're best friends. Of course I know.
Well, as perfect as all your ideas were, nothing tops sitting here with my best friend. I mean, why would I want to go to town on Diane Weiss when I can go to town with you?
It's an infection, and it's highly treatable.
I'm not gonna die.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, we gotta celebrate. Does it say if it's safe to ride a two-person banana boat?
I don't know. Let me check.
Yes.
It doesn't say. Oh, well. And also, I think I just figured out how all those officers got their fake diagnoses. Tell us what's written there.
I'd like the pleasure of making the vicious attack myself.
Oh, sir, your insults are kind of known to be a little too thinky. Maybe you should just...
No, I
Sullivan,
want to hear
you
him.
are And I hope your gets shoved right into your...
Wow. Well, that was definitely not too thinky. Okay, you got me. The men...
Boyle, you're absolutely right.
I am? My speech turned your life around?
No,
Full
I
of
found it trying
surprises.
and inspiring, but something you said resonated. Focus on the things you didn't do.
I said not to focus on the things you didn't
Again,
that's-
your speech meant nothing. I'm just picking out
Oh my
individual
God.
words. Study for how a police force can work better with fewer police.
Are you actually talking about laying off cops?
If these
Wow.
numbers persist,
Oh,
then we have no choice.
I'll
wow.
just end the blue flu.
Great, that's what I
There
want.
you go.
End the blue flu.
Great, fewer cops. That's what I want.
You just said that.
He's put you in a trap.
A decimal point. Ah, what a first thought mathematical symbol. Might as well have gotten a
My
greater
God.
than or equal to sign.
I can't believe I spent $2,000 on a dot.
You did?
No, Amy, we're both excited about this. Agencies are to the highest bidder.
And you'll never tell anyone what you saw?
They wouldn't believe me if I did. I mean, come on, sir. It's a picture of...
Not a doctor.
Yeah. It's a picture of not a doctor. That's what it is. Oh, we're never gonna know, are we? We are never gonna know. Darn. Yeah, I was starting to suspect that that's not the real deal. Yeah, and looks like we were right. It looks like we'll never know what that secret tattoo is. I'm curious, but what can you do, right? Oh man, I really did like this episode though, especially with how everyone was, you know, tackling the blue flu and everything. So yeah, poor Terry, whose stomach just hated him in this episode. I mean, those were some violent growls and all of that, and of course it became a detriment when he was trying to record evidence that well, he was trying to record evidence, and then of course it overlapped and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, it was and not just that though, but he then got everyone else sick. So but I just really loved it. This episode was pretty great. Even the whole Hitchcock Scully's bit was just, I mean, that's gotta be hell, right? I mean, just one pair is bad enough, so yeah. Holt's rant though, against I really loved that. That was just so freaking hilarious. Just Yeah, just with the censors and all of that, and Jake was initially just insults can be pretty and then he just absolutely murders him. So, oh man, but yeah, I really thought that this was pretty great stuff. Even the Charles situation as well, because obviously that and you could understand why he would be the way he is, I guess, in this episode, with the fact that this kind of news, even though it was just it was just a guess and all of that, and they needed to do more test work, stuff like this can really hit. So especially with the factor of not seeing Nikolaj grow up and not being able to hang with Jake as long as you hoped you would. And you know what? That was a really moving piece as well, like just with Jake and just Charles just reflecting on his relationship with Jake. So yeah. But the monologue was just really powerful stuff as well. So I really loved that. So, and it got you feeling for Charles, definitely. I don't like. I mean, I'm not sure if they were, trying to make it well. It was never going to be the case where he was actually going to be revealed to have cancer. But I don't know if if they were just trying to bring a bit of levity, like especially after a rough couple of episodes we've had in terms of emotions, but. Charles. I was expecting it to be a situation where Charles was in the clear. So, and thus he was in the clear. So, yeah. But I just really loved how things came down when it came to Holt focusing on what we didn't do against O'Sullivan. And he really put him in the corner. So, yeah. But I just really loved it, though. The whole blue flu situation was just really well done. So, and how it ultimately got down to the fact that, we can. We can work well with fewer people and all of that. It was just a really nice conclusion that Hulk can achieve, really. So yeah, and it really does. Like O'Sullivan, yeah, he was very frustrated. So when Hulk ranted to him with all the senses, I could understand. I mean, it was hilarious, but I could understand just given how frustrating he was. So yeah, like he even pulled the racist card and all of that. So, with the way that he is just taking Holt's words, and he's over exaggerating. Yeah, I wouldn't have blamed Holt for wanting to throttle him. So, but I think what happened with, like I said, the profanity rant and him backing him in a corner. Ultimately, when he talks about the fact that the Force can operate well with fewer officers. So yeah, that was just really satisfactory. So yeah, but I also really loved the plot where where Rosa was brought in, and there was this whole tattoo malarkey. Again, it's going to be a situation where we're never going to know. So it's going to be one of those bits in TV history where there will be something that will be better left a mystery, and this is one of them. So yeah, but I really thought that this was a pretty great episode. I mean, it was pretty again emotional and all of that with Charles's story. So yeah, but I mean, I did feel like, especially when it came to Jake and Charles together, especially with Jake being there for him, and I guess understanding about why he is you know, putting on certain coats and all of that. Yeah, it's with their relationship, they have a very, very I don't know, a special dynamic and all of that, and it was just really, really great to see Jake be very, very, I would say very, very supportive. So yeah, but still, it was, you know, again, the monologue and all of that was just really, really great. I even loved the bit where, you know, Jake was suggesting bucket list and all of that. Even bringing back the, you know, Diane Weist jokes. So yeah. So yeah, it was just really, really, you know, great stuff. So yeah, but yeah, let's get into the next episode because, yeah, that episode was just really, really great to reflect on. So, yeah, with that said, why don't we get into episode number 4, season 8 for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Can't believe, like, next week we'll be halfway done with the final season. Just, yeah, scary.
You think Franzia gives a damn about lamps? You sound so dumb right now. This is why you don't have an arch nemesis, Terry.
Let him
because you
have
focus
the-
on the
oh.
wrong details.
Maybe I don't have an arch nemesis because I solve all my crimes.
Oh.
That's a pretty up thing to say.
He had you there, Jake. He had you there. Oof. Someone get some ointment for that burn!
First year here, I was convinced you were Franzia, which I now realize is completely ridiculous.
Plot twist!
I have no investment in this backstory. I'm taking off the case because you both asked for reduced hours to focus on childcare. And Santiago has a big presentation this week.
He isn't pulling himself up yet, but the window for that is 9 to 12 months. So the fact that he's 10 months old and isn't doing it yet doesn't mean that we're bad parents.
And I was reading
Oh,
that
no.
Simone Biles went straight from crawling to walking. So
Oh,
yeah, I guess I should be
she's trying to,
that my
you
son
know,
is on the same track as a multiple gold
yeah,
medal winner.
hype
I mean,
herself
get real,
up.
sir.
I think Kevin would disagree. He told Dr. Cheryl I'm a sore loser at Scrabble. How would
So
he
they
know
don't play
that
Scrabble?
when I win 78% of our matches.
Wow, you're a lot chattier than I remember you being.
Oh, sorry. I promise. I won't obsess about Kevin the whole time I'm here.
Okay, great.
Although I may break that promise because, according to Kevin, I'm a liar.
My God. Rose is having so many regrets at this moment.
Ooh, it's a black light. Yes, friggin' 2 of clubs. Turn off the overheads.
Jake was right. Franzi is taunting him.
Hey,
Joke is all.
Don't freak out, but apparently there are several.
Video yourself as a 7-year-old on your phone.
Big Terry's proud of Tiny Terry. But the point is, I can help you.
Terry! It's him. It's really Franzia. Don't ask how I know, because it has nothing to do with lamps.
Jake, what are you doing here?
Uh-oh.
You're supposed to be getting back from daycare!
Oh, no.
Important. I'll just scale back and let Charles run point on the Franzia case.
No. None of
This
us
is
are scaling
important to
back.
him,
We can
though.
be good parents without sacrificing our careers. We just have to work as a team.
You know what? Yes, you're right. We got this. All we need is each other.
There's been a lice outbreak at daycare and they're closing for the next 2 days.
What?
Oh, no.
We need so much more. Wait, I've got it. Let's just let Mac watch TV all day.
Jake,
Yeah,
we've
that's
talked about
healthy.
this. No screen time for Mac until he turns 2.
Oh.
All this stress is making my head itch.
I think that's the lice.
See myself.
No, lice! Scratching it makes it worse.
Is that true?
I don't know. We don't have time to know.
I guess there is one last option.
Please don't say
It
it.
worked for me in 5th grade.
I really don't want to.
It's kind of cool to hear the screaming.
Okay, fine. We'll do this.
Jake, I'm concerned. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Amy.
I could stop thinking about him, but he was my husband for 20 years. If you know how I could just erase him from my memory, I'd love to hear it.
We could get really drunk.
Oh, God.
Let's try that.
Yeah, let's get drunk.
Precinct literally a year ago to the day.
Oh, great.
I bought a toy for the little guy.
Oh, thanks. That's very nice.
Does it have a camera?
So soft, you're soft.
Slap your fanny. Slap, slap, slap. Your fat little fanny.
Yeah, it's gonna
You're
be
worse
a
than
no.
Charles.
I gotta get back to Franzia, so feels like we should go with the cuddler.
No. As much as I want to work,
We're
we can't
not-
leave our son with some weirdo.
No, we're not. I would not trust, like, him with anything.
Quick.
What? You have to go.
Boyle will explain, but I'm still on your tail. And if you think the Jokers are really wild... All right, I'm coming.
Jake really wants this. Oh, no.
Mac okay?
Mac's fine, it's me. There was one unpadded corner and I stubbed my toe real bad. Look.
That was the... Oh.
I'm sorry.
It appears that I did think about him at least once last night.
What do you mean?
At 3:30 a.m., I seem to have sent Kevin
Oh, no.
a digital phallus portrait.
Oh, no.
What is that? Oh no, you sent him a pic.
Great. Although I guess my hair took it a little better than yours. And why the glasses?
Mac knocked my last contacts into the toilet while I was blow drying.
I
no.
hand it to him. It's a solid prank. Although I must say, this look kind of works for you.
Jake, we don't have time for your nerd fetish. We are so late.
I know. All right, you know what? Let's not waste any more time looking for
No,
babysitters.
I'm on
We'll just
the
take Mac
agreement,
into
though.
Stinks. Something stinks real
He's pretending as if he's in the room.
You did. You pooped.
Oh, God, it's everywhere.
What did you eat, buddy?
Today, I had some oatmeal.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna lie you down. I'm gonna take your pants off.
Oh,
And I'm
God,
gonna
Charles.
wipe your little tushy.
Enema versus caloric intake in Jacob in France. This is as if I've sent him a bar graph.
Are bar graphs bad?
It reduces robust data sets to a single point. Get your head out of your ass. I'm sorry, I'm just panicking thinking about what Kevin will do when he sees it.
Wait, you don't think he's seen it yet?
Dear Kevin, attached, please find a picture of my penis. Sincerely, Raymond Holt.
Of course, since you need to...
No, French class must have ended early.
Hello? Is someone upstairs?
Oh, no, Cheddar.
God, Franzia was the weird babysitter.
Yeah, yeah.
To you,
Holy shit.
son of a bitch.
Amy, we gotta talk.
Right now!
So do I. What do we do?
I guess we could call that creepy babysitter you like so much.
Yeah, about that.
Is Franzia.
Even better! 2 birds with 1 stone! We put on you!
We're not giving you baby
Trap
to a serial
him.
killer.
Grow up!
Come on.
Oh, no.
Amy, if we miss this present...
The arrest without me. Without you, there is no presentation. I'll take Mac.
Are you sure?
The
Yes,
sacrifice.
Absolutely. All right, now go. Everyone, get out of here. Come on. Love you.
Oh.
It's clearly out, but if anyone can substance the crap out of this, it's Amy Santiago.
You're right. I can do this. Substance over style.
Glasses.
Hello?
No.
And I was embarrassed for her.
And what was your question, Diaz?
Oh, no.
I wanted to know who Zane is.
Yes, that is embarrassing. I can see why you tried to cover for her.
Oh, there we go. He got it.
That's all?
It is, just Sangy.
Just saggy.
Just sing it.
Austin, we're... Everything okay?
Harry Jeffords.
No.
That's funny.
You
Same thing happened to Alex
Rumble.
Nelson at Little Mr. Michigan. What? Tiny Terry did what he had to do.
So right as we get there, Frenzy disappears.
Say that.
I thought it was understood.
Hold on. He's writing back.
Oh, no.
What did he say?
It's a link to a graph. It's a scatter plot with a
Oh, no.
robust data set. That escalated quickly.
That's their language.
What? That's huge! He's in the window! Why are you downplaying this?
I just figured you would be bummed that you missed it.
Exactly.
Sucks. You didn't get to
Both
arrest
missing
Francia. I didn't get to
stuff
see Mac pull
that
up.
means the world to them, I guess.
Really can't.
Really bummed.
I'm gonna get ready for bed.
You're gonna wake up Mac and see if he'll pull up, aren't you?
Obviously, he is not sleeping until he does it again.
Well, don't go without me because I want to see it.
Understandable. Understandable that there is this whole situation about like missing certain, like especially new parents and all of that. Yeah, it's understandable that there are going to be some things that you're going to miss out on, such as the such as the situation when it's all about becoming parents, because obviously life will change, won't it? And that means some things you can't attend to, like the whole Franzia situation. So I don't think he's been mentioned before, in this show, but you know, I think the whole thing was just to distribute the point that with this work parent you know, dynamic, you can't balance it as much as you want it, to be fair. So yeah, and with the fact that Franzia meant so much for Jake in regards to I've been wanting to get him for, you know, eons. Yeah, it just stings with the fact that he had to miss out. So it's, you know, it's like seeing a picture. I don't know, it's a silly comparison, but it's like seeing a picture of all your friends going to this party and you couldn't make it because you were either ill or something came up, so you had to pull out, and you know, you're seeing your friends have the time of your life, so it kind of does hurt, doesn't it? So but there's nothing really you could have done about it, and it's the same here with Mac. So yeah, but it was really, really, really great stuff. Just to see the whole situation that Amy and Jake were facing in regards to stuff that they may have to miss in regards to events, and yeah, like for Amy, she missed Mac pulling himself up. So, but yeah, it was just really, really great stuff. Like even the tussle in terms of finding a babysitter. So I wasn't really sure if Scully would be the best option, but in regards to like Mac could, I don't know, somehow I was just imagining a scenario where like Mac, for example, got himself lost and all of that, like Scully nodded off, and yeah, but no, it was a case of poor Scully at the ultimately. So yeah, but yeah, it was also very, very it was also very, very like you know, kind of sad for Jake to have to absorb everything from Charles and all, because it was kind of like paining him. So yeah, but I also really, really loved how, you know, they, you know, went into that lullaby situation with that son of a bitch at the end. So when they were, of course, able to pinpoint who Franzia was. So I did have a feeling that toy was bugged. So I'm kind of happy about that. But I mean, it's sometimes as cliched as that. Like someone's going to plant a bug, and I just had a really, really weirded out vibe from him from the get-go. So, and it turns out it's all because he was Franzia, so yeah. But yeah, I just really, really loved this episode though so much. Even the cold open was just the best, like yeah. The fact that Terry was on fire in this episode. Like, not only did he just like roast Jake with the fact that, oh, I don't have an arch nemesis because I solve all my cases, and then Jake was just left a blue screen. But he also did something so immature to give Amy the one up. So yeah, to that Hood guy. So Terry was just on fire in this episode. But yeah, it was just really, really great to see the kind of difficulties that were going to be present for both Jake and Amy in regards to, well, we're new parents, and you know, their jobs are obviously going to be very, very demanding. I mean, yeah, sure, when it comes to being new parents, like for all jobs really, there will be a bit of an impact, but obviously with them in the police department, yeah, it's gonna take a massive toll, and like I said, especially for Jake with his white whale with Franzia, he didn't want to miss this opportunity, but I guess you can really see the maturity there. I mean, it was obviously gonna pain him, there's no doubting that, but all he could just do was, you know, swallow those bitter pills, really. And it would have pained him when Charles was describing certain events he couldn't be there, and it would be made out to sound like the most epic thing happened. So yeah, but I feel like in regards to with Jake having to take this on the chin, it does really show his maturity and all of that. I mean, of course, they would have tried to find the best compromise possible so they could live, you know, in both worlds, I guess you could say. But yeah, so it was just really great stuff, as well as I mean, both Jake and Amy are great parents anyways, but of course there was this worry that they didn't want to be labeled bad parents and all of that, so which obviously you want to, you know, make sure that you provide the best for your kids, and yeah, so. But I really loved, you know, how that side of things came about with Jake and Amy and Mac. I'm sure Mac has shot up a bit in regards to... I mean, we didn't see him, obviously, I guess, fully in episode 2, but I'm sure there is, like, like, if anything, a few months difference and all of that. I don't know. But, yeah, it was really great stuff, so... yeah, I just loved the Holt situation with Rosa, and you know, it was really powerful when Rosa finally snapped and Holt said, you know, I wish I could forget about this. Like, you could really see the pain on his face when you know, Rosa did initially bollock him for that. But he just doesn't have that off switch. It just, he wishes he could move on. So, but yeah, though, like I said, that situation was just bizarre. Like, especially with the dick pics. So, yeah, and just with the way how things were resolved, ultimately, was just absolutely hilarious. So, yeah. So, I just really, you know, look, Cheddar, just putting Holt in a bit of jeopardy there. So, and then ultimately the, you know, robust data set. They say data, but yeah, that was just really. I just love their love language. It is very specific, and it's just hilarious every time. So, like, every time we peer into their, like, love life and, you know, the way they utilize their love life, it's always a blast when it comes to Kevin and Holt. So yeah. But yeah, really enjoyed these latest 2 episodes for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So yeah, season 8 has been pretty neat so far. Yeah, like I said before I began episode 4, we're about to peer into the second half of things already, which, I mean, it's going to go by fast because, you know, these are only 10 episodes, but still, it's just kind of scary, isn't it? So... yeah, but yeah, like I said, great couple of episodes there. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!